Okay guys, you saw the thumbnail, you've seen the title. This is about Ford's Ford Lightning bait and switch program. Now this is not bashing Ford as a production company, as their quality of their products, because I still love Ford products. I still love the Ford brand. How they've handled this reservation process is ridiculous. It is technically bait and switch, and I'll explain that in a minute. Something's got to be done. Something's got to change. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if it can be fixed now. They've technically screwed over a lot of the reservation holders. And now I'm going to tell you my story and why I sold my Ford Lightning reservation. So, bait and switch. What is bait and switch? Bait and switch, by dealership standards, is promoting a vehicle that they do not have to get you to come into the dealership and then try to upsell you something that they have on their lot to make more profit off of you. So how is that any different than what Ford has done with their Ford Lightnings? Can anybody explain that to me? Why is it any different? How is it any different? They promised a Ford F-150 Lightning for $40,000. Jim Farley said it, coming out of his mouth, starting at $40,000.
Now, a lot of people would think with all of that, all of those features, all that capability, all that technology, that this would be a six-figure trophy truck. And I'm proud to say, we worked really hard, and this F-150 Lightning starts at just under $40,000.
Where do you think probably 100,000 reservations came from? Or maybe even more, maybe 60% or 70% of those reservations were for people wanting that $40,000 Pro vehicle. I understand the price raising. It's what happens. That was not my issue. My issue is not getting a $40,000 truck. It's about not being able to get a Pro, the truck that I wanted with my reservation. They decided they were only going to produce a certain number of Pros and XLTs. So even if you decided, hey, I can go for that XLT, but now you can't. So this is what happened. I put my reservation in, second day reservation holder. I didn't get an invite earlier in the year. Figured, okay, not a problem. I'll get a 2023. Then when they open up the ordering for 2023, they say, hey, all those people that want to reserve a Pro at the beginning of the year can now come in and order a Pro. And then they decided to do the same thing with people who decided they wanted an XLT earlier in the year after they had closed the books on the Pros and the XLTs. Let them order the XLTs. Not a problem, whatever. The rest of us will get to order our trucks whenever come around. Ford starts promoting, oh, we're going to try to push 150,000 vehicles next year. I thought that they were talking about a year from now. They were bumping up from 50,000 to 80,000, then going to go to 150. No, they were saying we're going to try to put out 150,000 in 2023. Okay, so that means there's going to be plenty of Pros, plenty of XLTs, plenty of whatever anybody wants. They just order what they want. No. What happens? The people that got those reservations earlier in the year and extended them for the Pro, they ordered their Pros. Not a problem. They have that right. Good for them. They got their Pros. But then when the XLTs went to go sell, they wouldn't let the people that wanted the XLTs go back down to a Pro. I understand that. They don't want people to go backwards on that price and get that cheaper truck. They want people at that XLT price. You can get that or you can get something higher, but you're not going backwards. Understand that. So people thought that the Pro was sold out. Well, it wasn't that it was sold out, it was that they didn't want you to go backwards and get a cheaper truck. But it ended up being sold out anyway. Larry Lynch got his invitation. He went on to order. It said right on the website that the Pros were currently closed for online ordering. Contact your dealer. So then I got on the forums. And on the forums, they were all saying that the XLT was sold too. That it was completely sold out. It was gone. You couldn't order it. Somebody posted a picture on the Pro and the XLT. Both said closed to online ordering, contact your dealer. I got an email about a month ago before ordering started from my dealership, and they said, we know how things change. Don't cancel your reservation if you're thinking of changing your mind. We have people that want to buy your reservation. If you're interested in that, reply to this email and we can have you a check by the end of the week. Just in case you're new here, we do automotive content. We cover EVs, we cover gas vehicles, we cover a little bit of everything. If you're watching and enjoy, go down and hit the subscribe button. We've got a bunch of stuff on the channel. And if you like this video, make sure you click like. So at that point in time, I was like, no, I really want my Pro. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna order my Pro. And if I gotta wait, it's fine. And also, when people were ordering, it was showing that the Pros for 2023 weren't gonna be delivered until fall of 2023. Why in the world were they waiting an entire year to build the cheap truck? I understand they want to make money, but my gosh, an entire year to wait on that? That just doesn't make any sense. So when I found out that all of these were closed, that you couldn't order, I contacted my dealer and I said, hey, what is going on? Why are they not able to order the Pros? It says to contact our dealer. Are we supposed to order through you? What's going on? And his reply was, no, that is Ford's way of deflecting their problem back onto the dealers. And then he went on to say, it's pretty funny how Ford wants to take the dealership model away and us to basically deliver the truck only. But as soon as they have a problem or something they don't want to deal with, then they say contact your dealership. Seriously? Really, Ford? You're not even going to man up and handle the problem yourself? I told my dealership, listen, if I can't get a Pro, how about you order the truck that you want under my reservation, and when your demo is available, it was an XLT, I will purchase that. Well, they didn't want to make an agreement with that demo at the moment. Not a problem. Fine, I understand. He said we can talk about that in November whenever it's getting ready to come off the demo program. Not a problem. We'll talk about that. I thought about it, and I just decided, you know what? Screw it. Done. Don't care. Don't want the truck anymore. The whole point of this was, one, I wanted the electric truck. I wanted the F-150, something I'm familiar with, because I like the Ford F-150s. But why would I want to wait a whole nother year? And the other thing that was going along with that, though, was to bring content to my subscribers, to my viewers, people that want to see this information on this stuff. And waiting a whole nother year was going to be pointless. And the other thing is I was not going to order a Lariat or a Platinum. You know, budget-wise, I can't afford that. And it wasn't going to make sense for me to order one, purchase it, and then turn around and sell it and make money off of it. I don't know if I'd even be able to get financed for a $100,000 truck. That's just insane. And then you think about people reselling these. They say, hey, you could probably sell it for $20,000 over. Okay, so let's say I get a Lariat for $80,000. And then I finance it. And then I pay tax, title, and license on it. So I've got a finance charge, which I'm not going to mess with the math, but I'm sure the finance charge on that $80,000 truck is probably going to be at least another $6,000 to $8,000 on that loan. Then you got tax, title, and license, which probably another $6,000. So right there, I'm just guessing, these are just throwing numbers out there. That's $14,000 on top of it. So now I'm in that truck for $94,000. And if I would sell it and say I sold it for $100,000, I make $6,000. $6,000. For all of that hassle, all of that trouble, all of that mess, and make $6,000. So, contact the dealer, said, hey, I'll sell you my reservation. Not a problem. Went over there, had me a check, walked away, and I didn't have to deal with it anymore. Here's how the bait and switch works with Ford. So, like I said, this is not a dealership thing. This is not about dealerships. This is about Ford and the reservation policy, which technically is a bait and switch, because they baited all of their reservation holders, or probably 50 to 60% of their reservation holders, and especially new people coming from other brands over to Ford, they baited them with a $40,000 truck. Baited them with a $40,000 truck, and then said, you can't have it. You can't have it. You can order an XLT, but you can't have the Pro, because we're only going to build 500 of the Pros the first year. And I think it's probably something like 1,500, maybe 2,000 XLTs, because they disappear pretty quick too. But you can buy all the Lariats and the Platinums that you want. So, bait and switch. I'm going to bait you in to get a reservation from you for $40,000, and then when we say, hey, you can order, guess what? You can't have that $40,000 truck. You can't even have the $50,000 truck. You have to order the $80,000 or $90,000 truck. Bait and switch. Plain and simple. It's bait and switch. I don't know any other way to explain it, but that's how bait and switch works. And dealerships can get in a lot of trouble for that. They can actually get into legal trouble for that. But apparently, it's okay for Ford to do it. So I guess maybe I'll look at ordering a hybrid Maverick. Maybe there's some videos to be made there. Anybody got any suggestions? Or I just sit and wait for the Ram EV. Because I'm not going to get the Silverado, not really interested in Silverado. There's a big reservation list already and I'm not on that. So maybe we'll look at the Ram EV when it comes out. But in the meantime, we might look and see if we can get a Ford Maverick just to have something to cruise around in, maybe make some videos off of that. But let me know what you think the next steps should be. I still have my F-150 that I love. Never get rid of it if I didn't have to. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Sorry if it bothered you, but that's what it is. I had to get it off my chest, and I knew you guys would want to know about this stuff, because a lot of this has all probably happened to a lot of you also.